You're watching WWAY News at 10.
The state of emergency extended. Tonight, Governor Roy Cooper keeping pandemic measures in place for now. How North Carolina stands up against its neighbors. And as the governor maintains some COVID-19 restrictions, people are back on the sidewalks. A look at the return of tourism in the port city. And thousands of dollars on the line as a winning lotto ticket still unclaimed. Thanks for joining us here tonight. I'm Peyton Furtado. Hannah Patrick is on assignment. We begin tonight with new information on a homicide earlier this week in Brunswick County. Police found Brian Lex Trawick of Sunset Beach shot in the chest on Carlin Road near Longwood. Now the sheriff's office says a man who was previously just a person of interest is now wanted for first-degree murder and robbery with a dangerous weapon. 20-year-old Nigel Underhill is 5 foot 5 inches tall and around 109 pounds with tattoos and scars. Investigators doubling their initial reward to $2,000 for information leading to an arrest. Investigators add that Underhill is potentially armed and should not be approached. Our other top story tonight, Governor Roy Cooper signing an executive order to extend the pandemic state of emergency through July 30th. Cooper saying the state of emergency allows regulatory flexibility for the Department of Health and Human Services to increase the number of people authorized to administer vaccines and tests. The executive order also includes face covering requirements in certain settings such as public transportation, schools, healthcare, and child care facilities. The move separates North Carolina from its neighbors, the governors of South Carolina and Virginia allowing their states of emergency to expire at the end of June. Now turning to some sad news in Brunswick County, a big piece of the annual U.S. Open King Mackerel Tournament in Southport will be missing this year. The tournament announcing today the death of one of their founding members, Buddy Rudd Jr. Rudd had been involved with tournament planning every year since it started 46 years ago. Many people, including one of Rudd's oldest friends, saying Rudd will long be remembered for his impact on the tournament. This year's tournament is scheduled for the first 2 days of October. Now, the Bellamy Mansion and Museum in Wilmington needs your help. It desperately needs volunteers today, and it held a special meeting to talk about opportunities. The museum saw a decrease in volunteers during the pandemic because of health risks. Now, with more people vaccinated and COVID-19 case numbers dropping, the museum hopes to see more people step up to help out, especially since it depends so heavily on volunteers to operate.
We need them. There's only 4 full-time staff here to run about 50 events a year and see 25,000 people. So they're absolutely invaluable. So we need more all the time.
The Bellamy Mansion needs tour guides, house hosts, gardeners, and cleaning crew members. Switching gears now, people are back on the sidewalks of downtown Wilmington, signaling a return to pre-pandemic days as tourist season gets rolling. The Wilmington Beaches Convention and Visitors Bureau expects tourism to boom this summer as COVID-19 restrictions loosen. The Bureau believes the uptick in foot traffic downtown will benefit local businesses. They hope this will lead to a comeback after challenges faced last year, and they're grateful things are returning to normal.
I think we're going to have a great summer. Actually, summer kind of hit early this year. We had some travel partners who were saying that they were starting to see summer numbers on weekends even as early as April. And as some of the mask mandates and travel restrictions have eased, we've seen that even grow.
The Wilmington and Beaches Convention and Visitors Bureau have a list of businesses in the area that have completed the Count on Me NC Safety Training Program. That's a COVID-19 training program to promote a safe and healthy business environment. And a dance craze sweeping the nation is making its way to the Cape Fear for a good cause. Community Conversations' Rebecca Trammell is challenging locals, organizations, and businesses to come out to Portia Hines Park Juneteenth, June 19th. There, children from the Brigade Boys and Girls Club will teach attendees how to do the dance. And those who will come out will be able to help raise money, giving students with less resources a chance to catch up academically. Trammell says the pandemic has been hard on everyone, especially those learning from home with less help. She's calling on members of the community to keep our kids from falling behind.
When disaster strikes, it hits us all, but it exacerbates disparities. And that's what I've been working on since like 2018, And what Community Conversations is about is addressing equity and excellence in education.
We'll have more on how you can help on our website at wwaytv3.com. And in Carolina Beach, the amusement rides are up, but not running yet. According to the town of Carolina Beach, the Department of Labor is still doing their usual safety check on the rides. They were originally supposed to open to the public Memorial Day. Tourists at Carolina Beach tonight saying they're disappointed they won't be able to enjoy the Ferris wheel or the slide yet, but hope to see them running soon.
Yeah,
Yes, for sure.
hoping they open up very soon so we can go while we're here.
We're here.
They told us it was going to be set up tonight, and it's our last night before we drive off in the morning, so we took them back.
Yeah.
So they're going to miss it, but that's okay.
And I hope they're up soon. Though ride owners didn't comment on when rides should be open, men working on the rides did say they should be inspected and ready to go by Tuesday. That'll be great. Some good news about a horrible local crime. Author David Zucchino's book about the 1898 Wilmington Massacre winning a Pulitzer Prize. Owen Hassel at the Star News reports David Zucchino's book titled Wilmington's Lie, the Murderous Coup of 1898 and the Rise of White Supremacy, taking home a Pulitzer in the general nonfiction category. On November 10, 1898, about 2,000 white supremacists stormed the streets of Wilmington, burning down black-owned businesses and threatening to kill black leaders if they didn't leave the city. It was the only successful coup in American history. And speaking of winning, it's time to check your glove box, your junk drawer, and your bedside table. A $100,000 Powerball ticket sold in Brunswick County and is about to expire. The Circle K gas station on River Road in Belleville sold the ticket on Saturday, December 19th. The $3 Power Play ticket matched the numbers on 4 of the 5 white balls and the red Powerball. The winning numbers were 27, 32, 34, 43, 52, and 13. If you've got it, hurry up. The ticket will expire next Friday.
Now, here's Chief Meteorologist Lee Haywood with your Storm Track 3 AccuWeather forecast. Brought to you by Window World of Wilmington.
And a good Friday evening. Happy TGIF. We did get some showers and thunderstorms across the Cape Fear this afternoon and the evening, and we're seeing those showers and thunderstorms from Virginia down through the Carolinas, pivoting around a cold front, which is up to the north, and a little frontal boundary, which is hanging around portions of the central Carolinas as a trough of low pressure. So over inland communities, Bladen County, Columbus County, seeing some wet weather moving in. Coastal communities are looking pretty good right now. I want to kind of show you the activity in and around the Fair Bluff area into the Boardman area. Council getting some showers. There have been even a few isolated rumbles of thunder here as the activity heads off to the east. So for the remainder of your Friday night, 30% chance for showers and thunderstorms. Skies will be mostly cloudy. It'll be a warm and muggy night with lows likely bottoming out in the mid-70s. So we have a potentially stormy Saturday, but cooler and drier air for Sunday. We'll have that full report, Peyton, coming up.
Lee, thank you so much. And just ahead, outgoing and incoming presidents at odds over insulin and EpiPen prices. And what exactly are your chances of winning the new vaccine lottery? Why people are hoping lightning can strike twice. A heads up on the roads this weekend, lanes at 2 locations. A heads up on the roads this weekend, lanes at 2 locations near downtown Wilmington will be temporarily closed. The left lane of Oleander Drive will be closed between Dawson and South 17th Street. The right lane of South 17th and street side parking will be closed between Oleander Drive and Wooster Street. Also, South 5th Avenue will be closed to traffic south of the intersection with Dawson, and the right lane of Dawson will be closed between South 4th and South 6th Streets. Work starts at 7 a.m. both Saturday and Sunday and will last until the evening. June is Pride Month, and North Carolina Maritime Museum in Southport is working to open a new exhibit aiming to represent the entire community through colorful and unique art. The temporary exhibit showcases an intersection between LGBTQ and maritime communities with a goal of giving everyone a voice. Staff members say they've noticed a steady rise in visitors as the pandemic continues to improve. They say the hope is for as many people as possible to learn from the exhibit.
We work really hard here at the museum to make sure that we're including all people, and one of the ways that we have tried to do that is to include different sexualities and historically underrepresented populations.
So cool. Museum staff believe this is the first exhibit of its kind in the Cape Fear and hope to see the idea spread. And in national news, the White House Budget Office clearing the way for Biden administration to retract a Trump-era rule linked to insulin and EpiPen discounts. The Trump-era measure aimed to require some community health centers to deliver savings to low-income patients for insulin and epinephrine to bring down prices. The incoming Biden administration froze the rule in January before it went into effect. Some groups argue it would have increased administrative burdens. New at 10, the EPA's Office of Chemical Safety and Pollution Prevention announcing new actions to protect the public from toxic chemicals known as PFASs. First, the EPA adding 3 new chemicals to the toxic release inventory. Beginning next year, manufacturers using the 3 chemicals will have to report any annual releases over 100 pounds. The EPA also throwing out a Trump-era rule narrowing the definition of surface coating, which limited the number of PFAS-containing products subject to the rule. We'll have more on that on our website at wwaytv3.com. A lot of people are excited about Governor Cooper's announcement. It's a vaccine lottery for adults and teenagers. But what exactly are your chances? Well, first, the bad news for adults, you're more likely to be hit by lightning than you are to have your name drawn. However, this isn't all bad news. The odds of winning one of the 4 drawings are still better than the chance of picking the perfect numbers to win a $1 million Powerball prize. The odds of winning also much better than the odds of filling out a perfect March Madness bracket. Based on the latest data from the Department of Health and Human Services, the odds teens have of winning cash scholarships are 1 in about 41,000. As more people get vaccinated, the odds of winning will drop. Still to come on your news at 10, the measure of devotion, as a dog will do anything to stay by its sick owner's side. And move over, Octomom. We'll tell you whether one country is buzzing over a claim of a mother giving birth to 10 babies.
Now, here's Chief Meteorologist Lee Haywood with your Storm Track 3 AccuWeather forecast. Brought to you by Window World of Wilmington.
It was a very warm and muggy day across the Cape Fear. High temperatures all the way to 93 degrees today in Wilmington, and the heat index values got close to 100 for a period this afternoon. We also did crank out some showers and thunderstorms this afternoon into the evening, and more wet weather coming into our inland communities right now. Take a look up to the north, shower and thunderstorm activity. Also, you can see the wet weather portions of Sampson County, Bladen County, also up toward Columbus County. Good news is coastal most communities, Southport, Carolina Beach, up into the Topsail Beach area, we're looking just fine. Brunswick County beaches are fine as well. It is inland communities that are getting the rain, and I want to show you that. Around the Clinton area in Sampson County, you can also see the wet weather. White Oak, Elizabethtown, sliding down into the Carvers area, Columbus County, Fair Bluff, Boardman, getting to the Cerro Gordo area, and then going back in Robinson County, getting some showers and even rumbles of thunder this evening. Dry weather right now, though, with the American Water and Fire Skyview Camera Network shot. This is from the Battleship, North Carolina. 79 degrees the current temperature in the port city. Dew point up there at 72. Notice your heat index value at 82. Winds are out of the southwest at 13 miles per hour. So pretty much everybody in the upper 70s at this hour. We're only likely to drop into the low to mid 70s tonight. So it will be another very warm and muggy night. Dew points, measure of how much moisture you have in the air. Higher the dew point, the higher, of course, the humidity values, and we have those dew points in the low 70s. So this is your forecast overnight. Mostly cloudy skies, warm and muggy. 30% chance for additional showers and thunderstorms moving in from the west. Low 70s over inland communities. We have middle 70s on the coast. Southport, good evening to you. 75, 74 Carolina Beach, low 70s in Leland, and about 71 degrees tonight in Elizabethtown. So we have high pressure to our south and east. A cold front is going to come in here tomorrow, positioned over central Virginia around the Richmond area this evening. That is going to drop south. And again, you can see the wet weather over the Tar Heel State up into Virginia this evening. So as we go into tomorrow, here's what you can expect. It'll be another very warm day. Highs will be into the upper 80s, 74 at 7 a.m., 84 at noon. Now the rain chances will be highest as you go into the afternoon, but even in the morning, can't rule out a shower, but showers and thunderstorms will be likely as we head into the afternoon. Any activity late this evening winds down overnight. This is the 6:30 a.m. picture. Cold front moving southbound, and notice it moves right over the area during the afternoon. That is when we have the best chance for some heavier showers and thunderstorms over the area. Heavy rain will be possible. Severe weather risk is pretty low tomorrow. 87 Leland and Elizabethtown. About 84 degrees in Southport, mid-80s Holden Beach, 87 in Lake Waccamaw. Quick check of Sunday's forecast. The better half of the 2 days, I think. Less in the way of rain coverage, although we could get a few showers. Temperatures will be a little bit cooler as well, as highs will drop back into the low 80s. Here are the details in the WBAY Storm Track 3 AccuWeather forecast. So 87 tomorrow, low 80s Sunday. Rain chances look pretty high tomorrow afternoon and evening, dropping off Sunday. Monday turning toasty, partly cloudy and 90 degrees, low 90s, hot and humid Tuesday. So kind of up and down a little bit, Peyton, on terms of the temperatures. At least the rain chance will go down a little bit Sunday into early next week.
Thank goodness. I feel like even for Wilmington, this is a lot of rain.
We have had a lot of rain. If you think back the last 7 to 9 days, we've had a lot of rain. Of course, we sort of need the rain. We were in that long period drought, and it's going to take a lot of rain to kind of ease us out of it.
Are we getting any closer?
Well, it's improving. We had the drought outlook come out Thursday, and we went from a severe drought to a moderate drought on the coast. It takes a lot of rain sometimes to get yourself out of those droughts, but we've had our fair share lately.
Oh, gosh, it seems like it. Well, thank you so much,
And
Lee.
it's good to have you out here.
Thank you. It's so weird to be behind the desk.
You know what? You're doing a great job.
Thank you. Let's not jinx it. Well, after the break, North Koreans may be in for a dark and wild future if they're caught listening to South Korean K-pop. That's after a new decree from Kim Jong-un. Covering the Carolinas and High Point, a high school principal serenading his students with a classic song at their graduation. Jeremy Roth has today's Take a Look at This.
Watch a North Carolina principal dazzle a graduating class by channeling Whitney Houston. Marcus Goss says he sings every year, but had a special connection to this year's graduating class.
This class was my first year. They were freshmen my first year in. And I wish you joy.
Goss says the song echoed sentiments of all faculty and staff after a unique and challenging year.
Part of it was, I hope that life treats you kind, and I hope that you get all you've ever dreamed of.
I'll always love you.
And emergency responders will always help you, even when you're trapped teetering on the edge of a dam. That was the nail-biting scenario that unfolded on a Texas lake when a loaded boat almost went over a dam. Emergency personnel were able to lower life vests to the 4 passengers and get them to safety, even with the vessel partially over the top of the dam. Finally, not a fan of cicadas? This'll bug ya. In Cincinnati, a man was involved in an accident he says was caused by a cicada. The man was driving with his windows down when he says a cicada flew in and hit him in the face, causing him to swerve and hit a telephone pole. He's okay, but had this advice for others.
Keep your windows up. Try not to react like I did.
For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
That guy had an amazing voice. And by the way, yes, Whitney Houston did sing that song, but Randy Aldridge and I wanted to make you aware that we will always love the original, sung by who other than Miss Dolly Parton. Now moving on from North Carolina to North Korea, with Kim Jong-un imposing harsher penalties on citizens caught listening to K-pop. K-pop, one of the most popular music styles in the world, originates from South Korea. Any North Korean caught watching or possessing South Korean content could be sentenced to up to 15 years of hard labor. The original sentence was only 5. That's still a long time. North Korea has also outlawed mullets and skinny jeans. A few weeks ago, we brought you the story of a woman in Africa who gave birth to 9 babies. Now, some in South Africa are saying she might have actually had 10. The claim, if true, would be the world's first recorded case of decuplets. The babies, 7 boys and 3 girls, have not made a public appearance or been on camera, although a newspaper in Pretoria reports they were born premature. The South African government says they're still trying to verify that claim. And sometimes taking care of one child can be a handful. Check out this mom at a San Diego Padres game catching a foul ball with one hand with her baby attached in the other. Moving to another example of devotion to family, this time in Turkey. A golden retriever racing with an ambulance carrying its owner who had fallen ill in Istanbul. The woman's dog tried to get in and accompany her to the hospital when the ambulance came. After getting rejected by the staff, the dog decided to follow the vehicle. The race ended when the ambulance arrived at the hospital and the owner taken inside while the dog patiently waited outside. Oh. Now after the break, Lee has another look at your forecast.
Cold front's going to drop through the Cape Fear as we head through Saturday, bringing mostly cloudy skies, warm temperatures, and scattered showers and thunderstorms, especially in the afternoon and the evening. Now, once that front slips south of the area Sunday, be a little bit cooler, highs in the low 80s, rain chances dropping down to about 30%. Next week, temperatures turning warm again, highs will be into the low 90s, and only isolated showers or storms. Have a great weekend.